Summer is fast approaching, and the progress on our foundation is moving as quickly as the water in the creek. In this episode, our contractor and his crew finish excavation, remove truckloads of dirt, bring in truckloads of crushed rock, compact and level the base, and pour cement footers and cement stem walls. We are Hidden Creek Family Ranch, a 3-generational family teaming up to build our homestead from scratch in North Idaho. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us here today. For those of you who are new here, I'm Jamie. My husband and our 2 girls and our dog Ranger and I moved here about 1 year ago from Los Angeles, and we have experienced an entire summer, fall, winter, and spring just settling in, getting to know our land, and getting to know the region. My dad and his wife Carol also moved here with us about 1 year before we moved here, and they moved from Gardnerville, Nevada. And together we're building a family compound style homestead on about 20 acres. My dad and Carol were living in the mobile home as they were building their house about 300 feet down the road. Last fall, they finished building their house and they moved in. We moved into the mobile home and lived in that for the winter. If you watch our most recent previous episodes, you'll see that our contractor moved this mobile home out of the way so that we could build our new house where it used to sit, and then we broke ground. Unfortunately, but expectedly, we hit water as we were excavating, so we had to do some trench work to divert the water away from the foundation. So that's where we are now, and our contractor Joel and our excavator Nate are going to be out here all day finishing up excavation and hauling away truckload after truckload of dirt out of the excavation site as well as where they dug the trench. They'll be just running it down the road and piling it up so that we can access it later when we're ready to start filling back in. But for now, it's just got to go somewhere. I think Joel said we'll have about 40 truckloads of dirt, and we'll be using it to fill in under the wraparound porch and around the entire perimeter of the house. Simultaneously, they'll be bringing in truckload after truckload of crushed rock, and the crushed rock is going to go down and be compacted as the base for our foundation. Joel and Papa just left for the day. They'll be back early tomorrow morning to pick up where they left off. We've got about 1 foot of crushed rock as the base of our foundation over the dirt and rock and clay that they excavated down to. No more signs of water anywhere. The trench handled it, and the trench itself is slowly drying up. There's no new water seeping in. Much to the dismay of Alina and Isla, because they were catching more frogs and snakes out of there than anywhere else on our land. David ran a 4-inch perforated drain pipe in there to help redirect the water, and Joel will be filling most of the trench back in with dirt this week so we don't get infested with mosquitoes, and they're going to start building forms for our concrete footers. Papa and Steve are over here finishing up the forms, and right now they're working on the base for our pillars on our front porch. And Joel is working on finishing moving around those big piles of dirt that we had from digging up our foundation and the trench. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The first cement truck is on its way out. I am really excited about this today. It's a beautiful day to pour cement footers. I have never experienced this in person before, so really looking forward to it. And I do have two friends who had a career of being cement truck drivers. So to Dave and Lorraine, just know that I'm thinking about you guys today as all of this is going on. The guys were out here the past couple of days and they laid out all of the forms and all of the rebar, so we are ready to go. We are going, I think, 10 inches deep and 2 feet wide on our footers. And once we pour the cement, there's no going back. So this does feel very final, very official, and somewhat permanent. So it's a pretty big deal for me, really maybe overly excited, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just gonna do my job, which is to film and stay out of the way. Unfortunately, David is missing out on all of the fun and excitement because he is on another business trip. He is in Denver this time. So just like you guys, he gets to see all of this on video and live vicariously through me. So let's get to it. I think that cement truck is crossing the bridge now. Cement footers were poured. The crew made quick work of it all, and we let it sit and cure for a day. Now the guys are back, and they're preparing brackets and building forms for our front porch pillars and stem walls. This week, our construction crew accomplished the foundational steps of excavation, buildup of the base, and concrete footers and stem walls. With the foundation and footprint of our home now solidified, we're prepared to move on to the next chapter, which is framing. That pile of lumber feels like money burning a hole in a kid's pocket, and I can hardly wait for the guys to break into it and start building. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's completely free and it supports our channel.